Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Victor Ramos, and I serve as the Vice President for Advancement here at Millersville University. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 167th Annual Commencement. The formal ceremony will begin in a few minutes. In the unlikely event of an emergency, an announcement will be made from the podium to assist in your safe departure from the gymnasium. If you or anyone else seated nearby need emergency medical attention during the ceremony, we ask that you move quietly to find an event staff member or university police. They will direct you to the emergency personnel who are stationed nearby. Out of respect of the graduates and everyone gathered, we ask that all mobile devices be silenced during the ceremony. Please be mindful that everyone here today would like to hear their student's name announced as they receive their diploma and are individually recognized. Please hold your applause until after each dean has concluded. And for the safety of all participants and guests, we ask that everyone remain in your seats until the conclusion of the ceremony. Now, please continue to enjoy the slideshow, and the ceremony will begin in a few short moments. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 167th Annual Commencement of Millersville University. I am Dr. Gail Gasbridge, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. On this special occasion, we honor our students and confer our undergraduate degrees. We also greet our guests attending today's ceremony virtually. Now please rise, if you are able, for the singing of the national anthem sung by Miss Elise Eggleston, class of 2023.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets would glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you, Ms. Eggleston. Millersville University is pleased to recognize the land in which we gather, study, and work, and we would like to recognize the native peoples of the lower Susquehanna River Basin, those known and unknown to us, who have stewarded the land upon which we sit for thousands of years. This land is the ancestral land of the Conestogas, Susquehannocks, Shawnee, and others. One group, the Shanks Ferry people, had a village adjacent to campus. We pay our respects to the traditional occupants and caretakers of this land. I am honored to introduce those members of the platform party who will not be introduced later as part of the program. Please hold your applause until all have been presented. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is fortunate to have dedicated individuals who serve voluntarily by appointment of the governor on the Millersville University Council of Trustees. Will the following trustees please rise as your name is announced? Mr. Thomas Baker, Mr. Brandon Dans, Dr. Richard Frericks, Ms. Allison Ross, and Dr. Amber Sessoms. The following are members of the administration and faculty. Again, please rise as your name is called. Dr. James Dell, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies and Adult Learning and Associate Provost for Academic Administration. Dr. Victor DeSantis, Vice President for External Affairs and Chief of Staff. Dr. Joshua Hartranft, Interim Chief Technology Officer. Dr. Rachel Finley Bowman, Dean of the University College and Associate Provost for Student Success. Ms. Debbie Newsom, Interim Vice President for Finance and Administration. Mr. Victor Ramos, Vice President for Advancement. Mr. Carlos Wiley, Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer. Dr. Mary Beth Williams, Vice President for Student Affairs. And Dr. Len Litowitz, Chair of the Applied Engineering, Safety, and Technology Department, and one of our most senior faculty members, who is the mace bearer for today's commencement ceremony. I would also like to acknowledge those guests we have visiting us down in the front here, particularly Dr. Judith Wuba, First Lady at Millersville University. Please join me in welcoming our guests. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Kelly Bana, President of ABSCUF MU and Associate Professor of Psychology, to offer greetings on behalf of faculty and introduce the Educator of the Year.
Thank you, Dr. Gasparich. Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the Millersville University faculty, it is my great pleasure and privilege to welcome today's guests of honor, our graduates, and to extend a warm welcome to their friends and family who've joined us today to celebrate them and their accomplishments. 10 years ago, during my faculty orientation, one of the new professors asked a tenured faculty member, "What's the best thing about working at Millersville?" Her answer? The students. I remember thinking, she can't think of anything good about working here, so she just said the students because that's an easy and obvious answer, and I was a little bit worried about what I'd gotten myself into. After about a year of teaching, though, it became clear to me that her answer was an honest one. Our students really are delightful to work with. There are a few here and there that are less than delightful, but they are few and far between. The vast majority of our students are earnest, hardworking, and motivated. More than that, they are kind, they are thoughtful, and they are compassionate. I'd like to share with you a personal story about just how kind and compassionate our students are. Last summer, my very best friend, who just happened to be a rat terrier named Colby, was diagnosed with Cushing's syndrome and then with cancer. The tumor was successfully removed in October, but over the course of the following 5 months, he suffered a series of seemingly unrelated, life-threatening infections and medical conditions that eventually ended with me having to make a very difficult decision at the end of March. As anyone who has ever cared for a sick family member knows, times like these are often stressful and unpredictable. There's the emotional distress, yes, but then there are the logistical challenges. Scheduling veterinary appointments follows the same Hunger Games rules as scheduling medical appointments for humans. You take what you can get whenever you can get it, and then there are the myriad emergency visits that always seem to pop up at the worst time possible. But life happens, and you deal with it. In this case, dealing with it sometimes involved asking a colleague to cover a class for me. It sometimes involved last-minute changes to class assignments, or having to reschedule office hours or student meetings. It sometimes meant longer than usual delays in getting feedback to students, and my usual delays are long enough, or bringing Colby to class because it was the only way to be on time after leaving the vet clinic. In other words, dealing with it meant inconveniencing my students, and sometimes falling short, way short of what I thought they deserved. I waited for the emails, I waited for the justified complaints, I waited for the long line of students outside of my office asking for their marked up rough drafts. And as I mentioned this morning, we're always waiting for that, and it never seems to happen, but there's hope. They never came. What came instead was grace. It was kindness, and it was compassion. Rather than expressions of irritation or frustration, which would have been understandable, they expressed concern, both for Colby and for me. When he came to class with me, my students, or as I like to think of them, Colby's classmates, welcomed him with open arms, always stopping to pet him on their way out the door or in the hallway or in my office. And when I had to say goodbye to that perfect little stinker, they wrote me emails and they gave me cards expressing their condolences. They brought me flowers and they brought me Oreos. One student even knitted a little dog bone with Colby's name on it for me. Absolutely none of this was expected, but it was so incredibly thoughtful and so incredibly appreciated, and it lightened the load more than they could ever possibly know. It was also emblematic of the type of human beings our students are. When universities design marketing materials, they often and rightfully focus on what they can offer you. Recruitment events are designed to persuade prospective students that getting a Millersville degree is worthwhile, that coming here will teach you to think critically and prepare you for a job. And it is, and it does, and it will. But that isn't all that makes coming to Millersville worthwhile. That tenured faculty member who spoke at my orientation was right. More than anything, it's our students that make this a great place to be. Not just because of their academic prowess in the classroom, but because of the people you are and the way you treat others. What makes Millersville a worthwhile place to be is the vibrant, engaging, and caring community that you help create. So, yes, congratulations on all of your academic accomplishments. You've certainly earned it. But also, thank you for choosing to spend the past 4-ish years of your lives with us, and for showing us grace and kindness when we've needed it. I wish you all health, happiness, and success as you move on to whatever comes next. Congratulations again, and thank you. And now, after telling you about how great my students are, I get to tell you how great one of my colleagues is. Every year, the Educator of the Year Award is presented to a single faculty or staff member as a recognition of their exceptional teaching, counseling, mentoring, and advising efforts. This year, the faculty of Millersville University are thrilled to present this award to Dr. Deborah Tamaclo, Associate Professor of Special Education. Now, there are many forms of outstanding teaching and advising, so it's difficult to provide an exhaustive list of award-worthy characteristics. A few of the many reasons Dr. Tamaclo was selected this year is because she has been instrumental in co-founding a new action research conference for student teachers to showcase research conducted in their classrooms. Further, she provides students with learning opportunities outside the classroom. This year, she organized a trip to Italy to learn about the Reggio Emilia approach and leading an assistive technology conference where students and colleagues design low-tech assistive technology that is donated to the IU13. Finally, she has collaborated with colleagues on projects that offer culturally responsive professional development opportunities to other educators. And personally, I've been fortunate to serve alongside Dr. Tamaclo on a number of committees and in service to the faculty union. And I can assure you that her contributions to the Millersville community extend beyond the classroom. So without any further ado, I am delighted to present the Millersville University Educator of the Year Award to my friend and colleague, Dr. Deborah Tamaclo.
Thank you, Dr. Bana. I would now like to introduce Ms. Lindsay Griffiths, President of the Millersville University Student Government Association, who is graduating today and will offer greetings to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Gasparich. Friends, family, special guests, faculty, administration, President Muba, and most importantly, the class of 2023. Today is the day. Congratulations, class of 2023. We have reached the day that we have waited for over the past 4 years. I bet you all can agree this is not the exact journey you thought you would take to arrive to today. Let's take 30 seconds and reflect on your journey a little bit. Graduates, look around to your friends and peers and think of a memory that's happened over the past 4 years. Hopefully I see some smiles and some laughs. Go ahead. Okay, I did actually see some smiles and laughs, so I'm a little happy. Thank you. Thank you for that moment of reflection. Over the past few weeks, I've done a lot of reflection on all 4 years, and my last year as your student body president. The last 4 years have been, how do I put it simply, absolutely crazy. We, as a class, came into college in the fall of 2019 with the expectation that these would be the best years of our lives. We were gonna live on campus, attend classes, and make friends, and then have normal spring finals, and then it all stopped. We were sent home, and we're told to have an amazing 2-week spring break. And then 3 days later, it was like, see you in the fall. And then July rolled around, and COVID-19 pandemic kept us home for 1 more year. Finally, in the fall of 2021, we returned to campus as juniors. We now have to run our student organizations, go to classes, figure out what campus was like, because we were here for what, a few months? But do you know what we have done in these past 2 years? We overcame. We overcame everything thrown at us. We overcame the struggles of not only the global pandemic, also the results of it being college students. Our campus may not be back to its pre-COVID campus it once was, but it's Millersville, the campus we loved when we came here, and now we walk the stage. Where did the time go? Where did the late nights in the SMAC go? The club meetings we attended or ran? They're now over, but we came, we overcame, and now we take the world with many epic lessons of Millersville University in our pockets. I hope you take these lessons, go out in the world, and be the amazing humans that I've had the honor to serve this past year. Remember to explore, be professional, strive to help others, be inclusive, have integrity, and carry your heart with compassion. I will leave you with one last quote that I chose to put on my graduation cap, but it's something I've carried with me over the years. Be bold enough to use your voice, be brave enough to listen to your heart, and be strong enough to live the life you've always imagined. Winnie the Pooh. Once again, congratulations, class of 2023. It has been a ride. I cannot wait to see where you all go. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Allow me to introduce Mr. Paul Lipinski, spokesperson for the Senior Gift Campaign.
Thank you, Dr. Disparich. We have a tradition of giving here at Millersville University. Since 1866, each graduating class has promoted a philanthropic spirit by providing students an opportunity to leave their legacy at the university they call home. The graduating class of 2023 continues this tradition by giving back to our alma mater through the programs, departments, and teams we love and that have a positive impact on our Millersville experiences. In appreciation and recognition of our educational experience at Millersville University, the class of 2023 resolved to contribute to the Millersville University Scholarship Fund and other programs of personal significance. Graduates, you can be proud that our class will be remembered for our pride and generosity. Dr. Wuba, please accept our contributions as a token of our sincere gratitude to Millersville University for providing us with a high-quality academic experience that has prepared us well for the future.
Thank you, Mr. Lipinski. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Daniel Wubra, Millersville University's 15th president, who will offer his salutation to the graduating class.
Thank you, Dr. Gasparich. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our graduating students, faculty, staff, family members, friends, and our distinguished guests. This afternoon, we have gathered here to celebrate the achievements of our graduating class. But before we start the celebration, let's recognize those who made it possible for you to get to this point of your lives. First, let's thank your families and your friends for the role they played in getting you here. Family and friends, kindly rise or wave to be recognized. Family and friends. And I know in our audience today, we have some of our own staff members whose children are graduating. It will be a lost opportunity for me if I don't actually acknowledge our Chief of Police, Chief Anders, and his daughter is graduating from our biology department. We are also fortunate to have loyal alumni, many of whom are proud to have their children here. Some of them have grandchildren, some of them have their nieces, their nephews attending their alma mater. A special thank you to all those legacy families. Second, I want to thank our faculty members who walk beside our students in their educational journey. They have guided and assisted you in the acquisition of a holistic education that is firmly rooted in the liberal arts and sciences as well as various professions. Faculty, kindly rise to be recognized. Faculty. Thank you. I mentioned earlier that we are here to celebrate you, and you, the graduate students, might be wondering why we are doing that. Well, let me give you just one reason. It is because you are receiving your degree from Millersville University after overcoming challenges that no one could have imagined when you first enrolled at this university. As you just heard your SGA president mention, we told you to go home for 2 weeks, and it became a year. We all lived through this. So you've persisted, and you made it this far. Some of you may be apprehensive about what comes next in your life. You may be asking yourself what your next steps in life might be. And that is okay, because most graduates feel the same way during commencement. While some of you have already landed jobs or have been admitted to graduate and professional schools, I am aware that others are now going to figure out your next steps. But with your degree from this university, you have the skills and the competency to succeed at wherever you land. As you leave the confines of the veil, you are entering a world of transformation, especially brought about by technology. And I want to spend the next few minutes to share my thoughts about one of the current technological shifts that requires attention. I'm talking about artificial intelligence. I assume majority of us in at this ceremony have our cell phones. Well, each time your cell phone has suggested a word to you when texting, that is AI, working with you. So it's not a matter of when or even whether AI will impact our lives, but rather, how would it affect us as it continues to evolve and becomes more and more incorporated into the tools of our daily lives? This technology has changed the way we live, the way we work, the way we interact with others. It has created numerous opportunities for innovation and growth in various industries, from healthcare through finance to education. You, our graduating students, are entering a world where AI is becoming an integral part of the workforce, and it is essential that you understand the impact that it will have in your future careers, especially in science and engineering. So let's take a look at a few practical examples. Let's talk about data analysis. AI has transformed data analysis in STEM fields. It can quickly and accurately analyze large amounts of data, identify patterns and correlations, and make predictions. This has allowed researchers to gain insights into complex problems and develop new solutions to challenges in areas such as medicine, genetics, and climate change. What about automation? AI has automated many processes in STEM fields. For example, it can automate the design of experiments, perform complex calculations, and even write code. This has freed up researchers' time to focus on more creative and innovative aspects of their work. What about education? AI is influencing the way STEM subjects are taught. For example, it can provide personalized learning experiences, adapt to students' needs, and provide instant feedback. This has helped to improve student engagement and understanding of STEM. And then, of course, robotics. AI has had a significant impact on robotics, enabling robots to learn from experience and adapt to new situations. This has led to the development of autonomous robots that can perform complex tasks, such as exploring space, underwater environments, and disaster zones. When it comes to innovation, AI has stimulated innovation in STEM fields. AI technologies are enabling the development of new products and services in areas such as healthcare, transportation, and energy. It is also being used to improve existing products and services, such as self-driving cars, renewable energy systems, and medical devices. So in summary, this technology has already started to transform the world in which we live, and it will continue to do so in the future. As it continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative applications in the fields of science and engineering. So it is indeed an exciting time to be entering the workforce, and this technology will present you with opportunities and challenges. As you go forth into the world, I urge you to continue learning and adapting to both the challenges and opportunities that it presents. In closing, remember that your faculty members have equipped you with the skills and the competencies that you need to succeed at the next stage of your lives. Now, it is your responsibility to make use of those skills and the competencies. Congratulations to each and every one of you, our graduates, and we look forward to seeing the amazing contributions that you're going to make to the world. Congratulations. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Ms. Amenta Washington. Amenta is an accomplished healthcare worker with a keen eye for meeting the unique healthcare needs of her local community. Today, the 1985 graduate of Millersville University serves as the Senior Research Coordinator with Penn Medicine Abramson Cancer Center at the University of Pennsylvania. In her role with the Office of Diversity and Outreach, Ms. Washington uses her expertise in building community partnerships to raise awareness, educate, and innovate approaches to address cancer health disparities and decrease the cancer burden in underserved communities. Ms. Washington co-developed a clinical trial community ambassador program to increase African Americans' participation in cancer clinical trials. She and her colleagues developed an internationally recognized drive-by colon cancer clinic during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. For her work, Ms. Washington has been recognized by many organizations, including the National Cancer Institute Center for Reduced Cancer Health Disparities as a National Outreach Network Community Health Educator. In addition, she was Philadelphia Magazine's Be Well Philly Health Hero Challenge program and received the 2022 Distinguished Alumni Award from Millersville University. She is also a member of Penn's Center for AIDS Research Community Advisory Board, where she is the co-chair of the Black Men's Health Initiative. Ms. Amenta Washington received her bachelor's in psychology at Millersville and a master's in health education from St. Joseph's University. She is also a graduate of McCaskey and a native of Lancaster. A real hometown success story. Kindly join me in welcoming our alum and today's commencement speaker, Ms. Amrita Washington.
Good afternoon. To honor tradition, I acknowledge the First Nations whose ancestral homelands we gather on today, as well as those whose blood, sweat, and tears were shed in the formation of Millersville Normal School. I also acknowledge those smiling down on me today, Doris Cross, Cousin Hazel Jackson, as well as Dr. Rita Smith. To President and First Lady Wuba, the Council of Trustees, the President's Cabinet and Council, the Office of Advancement and Alumni Engagement, and distinguished guests. Last but not least, those we are honoring here today, the Millersville University College of Science and Technology class of 2023 and their invited guests. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I am humbled by this opportunity to address you this afternoon. It is said what looks like a setback can actually be a setup. During high school, I was so busy having a good time to focus, too busy having a good time to focus on my future. My roster consisted of all things fun: home economics, arts and crafts, marching band, and yearbook production. So when I finally settled down and decided on a career path, I was discouraged by my guidance counselor from becoming a certified nursing assistant. Can you imagine that? So when I was asked to be your commencement speaker today, I did not faint. I pulled it together, and I reached out to my childhood sister friend, Dr. Karen Elaine Hinton Polite. Her reply without hesitation was, "Why not? You have a story to tell." We have both taken a non-traditional educational path. She is the first African-American woman to receive her doctorate from Millersville University. What I thought was a setback after high school was absolutely the best advice I could have ever received. So since I was told I did not have the qualifications for a certificate program, I did what any inexperienced 18-year-old did living with mom. I went and got a job that I absolutely hated. So, in my excitement to escape the fast food rat race, I quit my job to enroll in a job training program. When I showed up, I learned that the program had been defunded. So, let me be clear, there was no email, no Google, and no text notifications. So, my friend Bridget Boyer and I decided that we were going to enroll as part-time continuing education students here at Millersville State College. That was spring of 1981. And no, it was not prehistoric times. I'm not that old. So, I was jobless, didn't have a dime to my name, and I had to take that bus that you see going up and down George Street. I had to take that bus to campus. However, I encountered Mr. Gene Leiter, and unbeknownst to me, he would forever change the trajectory of my life. He was a recruiter at Millersville University, and he encouraged us, Bridget and I, to apply to be full-time students. So, some of you may have a Bridget, you may have a Gene, or you may have a Mr. Ferrix in your life, or Dr. Ferrix in your life. They show up at the right time, and they are people who are guiding lights for you. Armed with that transcript, remember it was full of fun and excitement, I was totally unprepared for the challenge before me. But I showed up with a backpack and I looked the part. Thanks to that guidance counselor, I had a lot to learn and something to prove. On a wing and a prayer, and I'll say it again, on a wing and a prayer, I was never placed on academic probation or suspended from this institution. That is short of a miracle. So I decided I was going to major in psychology because I figured, I'd be able to do something with that degree once I graduated. About that time, something very magical happened to Black and brown students on this campus. Dr. Rita Smith Waddell arrived with an energy that lit this campus on fire. We call it Black Girl Magic. She, along with members of the academic support team of the Adams House, made it their mission to get us to the finish line. Dr. Rita, in particular, affirmed what many of us intuitively knew about ourselves, and that is, we are enough. She reminded us that college is a microcosm of the world, and that if we could make it at Millersville University, our skins would be tough enough to make it anywhere. The Ville has been a magical experience for me. My roots on this campus, in fact, run very deep. Now hold on, because I'm about to take you back to when I was in 2nd grade. I was a part of the Big Sisters program and was matched with a Millersville student named Debbie Place. Coming to this campus was like going to Disney for me. As a young child, I never imagined that college would be attainable, yet I am a proud alumna. The connections made on this campus are for life. So look around, because you don't get rid of us. We're going to be attached to the hip for life, okay? I am part of a collective here at Millersville known as Thrillersville. We have formed a bond that may not exist at any other state school in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. At each homecoming, hundreds of alumni as well as former students converge on this campus. We learned from Dr. Wuba today, if you've ever attended this college, you are alumni, right? You just can't get rid of us. It keeps me anchored to the magic that is Millersville University. The vision of Millersville University is to equip its graduates with the skills, perspectives, and experiences to confront the problems of tomorrow. As a young undergraduate student, I did not realize that the seeds that were being planted within me were preparing me to be on the front lines, addressing disparities within my community, such as mental health, gun violence, reproductive rights, HIV, AIDS, and COVID-19. As your class president mentioned, the last 3 years may have been the most challenging years many of us will ever have to confront. COVID-19 left a path of destruction in its wake. It pulled the scab off of wounds that would just not heal. It exposed disparities, inequalities, and injustices. But despite a mandatory quarantine and many of you being sent home, many of us did not sit down or retreat. We band together and we headed to the streets in solidarity to be a voice for the voiceless. Millersville class of 2023, you are resilient. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, because you've experienced things that nobody else has ever experienced. What sets you apart from other graduating classes is not only what you've learned in the classroom on that little box in Zoom, remember that? But not just the classroom, but how world affairs will impact all decisions you make as you go forward. When I sat in your seat, I had no clue where my career would lead me. I would like to share 6 experiences that have impacted my life and career. First, the job that paid the least provided me with a moral compass. I am now intentional about what I do and how it impacts people, profit, and planet. Secondly, little did I know when I took that philosophy class over there in Byerly Hall, that elective, examining ethical dilemmas in healthcare, it would lead to real-world experience. The organization I work for challenged the medical ethics and practices in this country. The case was argued all the way to the Supreme Court of the United States. Third, it was a dream come true when I was blessed to visit 5 countries in West Africa, including President and First Lady's homeland of Ghana. The trip changed my global perspective on health, public health, and my role as a citizen of the world. Fourth, learning about brain dominance theory helped me to understand how people learn. The gifts and talents I bring to the world exist on my right hemisphere, on the right side of my brain. So I'm best at artistic, creative, and spontaneous tasks. Bingo. That is exactly why, when I was in high school, I selected all of those classes remember I told you about those classes? Because they spoke to the creativity in me. March 16, 2020. Who remembers where they were Monday, March 16, 2020? It changed the whole globe. I was hired on that day at Penn Medicine Abramson Cancer Center, which is a world-class cancer center. They hired me to design creative approaches during a global pandemic. Fifth was being awarded a Philly Magazine 2020 Health Hero Champion and recognized as the Millersville University 2020 Distinguished Alumni. Lets me know that my role as a servant leader was destined. Finally, when I received an invitation from Joseph Biden, President Joseph Biden, came to my email, to serve on the President's Cancer Panel for my work in decentralizing cancer screening during the pandemic, I immediately thought it was spam. So I just continued on with my day, and then, all of a sudden I start getting all of these congratulatory messages, emails from the Penn Medicine leadership. That's when I understood that that invitation was real, and I burst into tears. This was the pivotal moment of my career. Class of 2023, many of you sitting in front of me may also have humble beginnings, just like myself. The seeds that have been planted within you are like the seeds that have been planted within me. In closing, I charge you with these simple tasks that require very little effort, and I mean very little. Approach all that you do with passion. Be coachable. Always be on time, and always go the extra mile. Remember, you have within you what it takes to confront the problems of tomorrow. You are the magic of Millersville University. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you, Ms. Washington, for an inspiring address. As a special note to today's ceremony, we wish to acknowledge any active and retired veterans, National Guard reservists, and first responders in attendance today. If you are able, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service. Millersville University students are awarded honors in 3 categories: departmental honors, the University Honors College, and University Honors. In order to graduate from the University Honors College program, a student must not only complete designated honors courses and a thesis, but maintain a grade point average in honors courses of at least a 3.35. The highest earned academic honor the university can bestow is summa cum laude, which is a grade point average of 3.95 to 4. For a full list of students graduating with university honors, please consult your program. It is now my pleasure to present the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees for the College of Science and Technology to Dr. Daniel Wuba for the conferral of their degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, after the conferring of degrees, marshals will guide the graduates to the stage.
the undergraduate candidates present from the College of Science and Technology have taken all of their examinations and are being recommended for their degrees by the faculty of the school. Will all candidates now please stand? All candidates, students, you're getting your degrees. Kindly stand. Yeah. Upon the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania through the Board of Governors and the Council of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate baccalaureate or associate degree, together with all of its associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You may be seated.
I now have the honor of introducing Dr. Mark Harris, Dean of the College of Science and Technology, who will present the graduates of this college as they arrive on the stage.
Will the marshals please bring forward the graduates from the College of Science and Technology so that they now may be recognized?
Daniel S. Rischel. Andy Pham. Zachary A. Ringeisen. Seth Patrick Worley. Kelsey Lynn Stonebreaker, cum laude. Connor James Wolzensky. Wyatt Michael Peters, cum laude, honors in Earth Sciences, University Honors College. Holly Suzanne King, University Honors College. Joseph Anthony Hill Gaglio. Kyle William Eamon. Tamra J. Schwartz. Melinda Sue Barb. Briar Joseph Saubel, magna cum laude, honors in computer science, University Honors College. Joseph Michael Kennedy, Jr. Forrest Charles Hartman. Caleb W. Himmeley. Zachary Tyler Bell. Kelly Ann Brubaker. Michael S. Zubak, cum laude. Benjamin Bradley Slinghoff. Bogdan Bulugarik. Gabriel F. Zimmerman. Logan Wade Santee, cum laude. Andrew Brian Foster. Evan Robert Paul Markle. Paul D. Lipinski, magna cum laude, honors in mathematics, University Honors College. Zachary A. Hungerford, cum laude. Anna Catherine Wilton. Vanessa Joseph. Henok Teklu, cum laude. Kira Aston. Selena Lee Gaynor. Emily Noel Blackburn. Lindsay C. Edwards. Ariella Dominique Hoover. Rebecca Jean Dahlstad. Laurel H. Samko. Shania E. Sudler. Alabachu Malaku, cum laude. Nicholas Salvatore Gagliardi. Tara L. Daly. Zachary Robert Staples. Josue Perez Crespo, cum laude. Benjamin David Rashaw. Nicholas Russell Hoops, cum laude. Robert Matthew Psalm. Zachary Daniel Jackson. Dakota Sky Gonda. Isabella Camille Anders, cum laude. Jordan Schaefer. Benjamin David Widdowson. Evan Peter Newman, magna cum laude. Tyler Isu Altringer. Grace Ann Bachman, cum laude. Madison Lee Malak, magna cum laude. Bryce M. Adams. Nico Ryan Alberti. Alexander Yero Massa, magna cum laude. Connor Woods, cum laude. Allison Nicole Krantz, cum laude, honors in earth sciences, University Honors College. Andrew John Ebert, honors in earth sciences, University Honors College. Kaylee Elizabeth DeWalt. Michael Jerry Burns. Jackson Todd Harrell. Lauren Sonoma Kalea Coca, cum laude. Stephen James Repa. Thomas R. Maloney. Luke Aaron Blizzard, magna cum laude. Nathan Robert Taggart. Max Robert Mayland. Owen Riley Thoma. Eric Christopher Burns. Olivia Dawn Emmett, magna cum laude. Alexis Barlow. Abigail Hope Sullivan, magna cum laude, University Honors College. Caitlin Elaine Leister, cum laude, honors in wellness and sports science, University Honors College. Cassandra Jane Sharrow, cum laude. Candace May Liebel. Elizabeth Grace Geary. Alexander James Colgate. Jennifer P. Rittenhouse. Sean Patrick Hauer. Eleftheria Maria Papavasilis, honors in biology. Alexis Catherine Bolick. Shane Richard Martrich. Rhiannon May Cahoe. Allison Renee Shore. Curtis Hutton Dyke. Jennifer Lenzian. Bobby Ann Vonderhyde. Ryan Gonska, cum laude, University Honors College. Kaya L. Booker. Trevor Bender. Samantha Jo Noggle, honors in computer science. Naomi Gonzalez Evans. Samantha Hope Klein, magna cum laude. Brian Joseph Fodale, summa cum laude, honors in mathematics, University Honors College. Catherine Danielle Fazy, magna cum laude, honors in mathematics, University Honors College. Christopher Michael Knox. Say it again. Ajoy Ajare. Alana Colleen Danelski, magna cum laude. Julia Marie Giesemann, summa cum laude. Kayla May Prestiani. Megan Victoria Hastings. Zachary Christian Vinette. Ashlyn M. Donaldson. Austin Ann. Lillian B. Kostoff. Amber M. Peters. Dijale U. Fernandez. Duncan Daniel Lynn, cum laude. Damian F. Disbro. Amanda Lynn McKee. Brandon T. Baldwin. Olivia A. Viverito. Molly Dawn Wilk. Madison T. Adams. Ashley M. Dell. Catrice Joan Miller. Janelle Marie Macarino. Rebecca M. Fleming. Samuel Marlon Merlis. Maria Jose Oeda. Shane Jun. Casey Austin Engelhart. Gavin James Morris. Hannah M. Kane, magna cum laude, University Honors College. Jessica Marie Hetrick, cum laude, Honors in Earth Sciences, University Honors College. Corey Grudovich. Lucas K. Rono. Jason William Gale. Michael James Lewis. Noah Brandon Barger. Elizabeth Jane Rickroad, cum laude. Nathan M. Brady. Darwin Maurice Cofield. Rose Sivry. Amber Marie Otto. Alexis Novalee Harmon. Devin Alyssa Erb. Allison Rose Curran, cum laude. Eric Jeffrey Webb. Tiana A. Spate. Roche Kael Renee. Taylor M. Whiteman. Jessie Nicole Kivatiski. Nicole Lauren Stanley. Thomas James Herr. Cheyenne Elijah Rincon. Ryan Michael Hartman, magna cum laude. Alexandra Sloan Williams. Christy Cada. Hayden McKenna Corcoran. Grace Ann Stillman. Cameron William Bua. Benjamin Michael Dirk. Jonathan Bear. Stephen Thomas Clugston. Let me announce it now. Jacob Green, cum laude. Kaylin V. Faringer. Tong Kwok Vo. Dalton Jacob Kephart. Joseph Anthony Torres. Nicholas Joseph Duke. Aaron M. Jacoby. Sarah E. Zabrowski. Peyton May Beers. Elise N. Clay. Kevin G. Dietrich, cum laude. Daniel Brian Lightoff, cum laude. Allison E. Guest. Nancy Lizette Orozco. Leah Marianne Powell. Brady R. Bortner. Maria Pilar Zabasha, cum laude. Jesus Manuel Gonzalez Torres. Elliot Brian Newman, magna cum laude. Joshua Cole Irving Rushlow, magna cum laude, University Honors College. Rebecca Page Drager, University Honors College. Jordan T. Levin. William Tien Trin. Deshana Willingham. Eliza Marie Martinez. Michael Paul McLeod, magna cum laude, honors in mathematics, University Honors College. Jared Ryan Chin, cum laude. Tyler Patrick York. Coleman Z. Blakely. Nicholas Joseph DeCipio, cum laude. Nicholas Danilo Forte. Jeffrey Raymond Hatala, cum laude. Dylan M. Ricketts. Natalie Jo Sprague, cum laude, honors in earth sciences, University Honors College. Tatiana Danielle Taylor. Mia Elizabeth Carson. Sydney A. Geist, magna cum laude. Noelle Renee Shearer. Rachel Marie Parfit. Jacob David Smith. Elizabeth Balbena. Batel Ercalo, magna cum laude. Ermias A. Wojery. Harmony R. Cecil. Naeli A. Tarafa. Cheyenne Lee McNally. Dylan Charles Griffith. Andrea Amo. Savannah Rose Martin, cum laude. Nicholas Thomas Walker, cum laude. Madison Vantana Cherubin, cum laude. Colson Michael Bittner. Jason Christopher Bello. Matthew Robert Hoffman, cum laude. Eric Thomas Dye. Sam Reinhardt Leppo. Brandon J. Carter. Travis Tucson, cum laude. Jeffrey Miles Kutcher. Jacob Wyatt Maurer. Nicole Renee Young. Allison Marie Weidman. Reagan Elizabeth Stump, magna cum laude. Emma Kathleen Hirons, magna cum laude. Julia Ann Messick, cum laude. Rita Lorene Winan. Ashley Nicole Dodd, magna cum laude. Tara Lynn Ferguson. Rebecca Elizabeth Brynick, magna cum laude. Somiksha Subedi. Priyanka Subedi. John Michael Brennan. Timothy Brennan, magna cum laude. Harrison J. Noel. Elias Paul Peluso, magna cum laude, honors in applied engineering, safety, and technology, University Honors College. William Avery Smith. Kevin Dennis Lucky. Victoria Noel Fortner, cum laude. Miba Shimilis. Radhika Neopane. Stephanie Lynn Hebb. Gino Teodoro Martin, cum laude. Sierra M. Henson. Molly Amelia Longo, summa cum laude. Lauren Z. Walsh, magna cum laude. Kaylina Marie Travitz, magna cum laude. Parker Evan Maddie. Carissa R. Gardiner. Julia Beidelsbacher. Daniel Scott Hyder. Jordan G. Nitto. Kaylee Marie Sestelli. Perla E. Rivera. Marie Elizabeth Mansky. Marissa B. Ramos. Jarhung Han. Lois Jugana. Vanessa Lynn Pino. Jessica L. Schutte. Sakish Virabahu. Daniel Edward Carpenter. Carleek Perry Copeland. Alyssa Marie Strafacci. Yi Wong. Rocio Lorenzo de Castro. Luke Franklin Dunn. Justin Lee Eberly.
That concludes the graduates from the College of Science and Technology.
Congratulations. I now invite Miss Joyce King, class of 1983 and Millersville University Alumni Association representative, to offer remarks on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Gasparich. On behalf of more than 74,000 Millersville University alumni, it's my extreme honor to be the first to officially welcome you to the Millersville University Alumni Association. You briefly heard about the magic that comes here, that brings you back, and it's true. Raise your hand on the platform if you're also an alumni. So you can't get rid of us. We can't get rid of you. Each year, the Alumni Association has the pleasure of welcoming our new generation. It's our hope that you will keep us informed of the significant developments in your life, of which we're sure there will be many, as you continue to make your alma mater proud. Please come back. Again, congratulations and welcome to the alumni family. You may now reposition your tassels to the left side.
Thank you, Ms. King. I wish to express sincere appreciation to Ms. Flores, Mr. Lipinski, Ms. Griffiths, to the Gonfalon bearers, marshals, and readers, Dr. Senuto and the Millersville University Wind Ensemble, and other program participants for their role in today's ceremony. Let us also remember the women and men who are serving our country throughout the world and who are away from their family and friends. I wish all of you gathered here today a safe journey home. And now, please refer to the back of your QR code card as we conclude the ceremony with the singing of the first and third verses of the Alma Mater, led by Ms. Ellis Eggleston, class of 2023, and performed by the Millersville University Wind Ensemble. Will the audience please rise and remain standing until the recessional has ended?